Bloomberg's Maria Tadeo is in Brussels. Maria, it's caught everyone's attention this week, but how likely is it that we actually see meaningful progress on banking union?
Good morning, Nara. Well, it's made a lot of headlines, too. Olaf Scholz is really trying to change the narrative around Germany. He's saying, look, we don't want to be seen as a country that always says no and as a country that stops further integration. And that is something the European officials here will tell you. It's very good news. Anything, especially coming from Germany, that means deeper integration is good news for the European Union and the euro. But this is already running into a number of obstacles. The Germans are still insisting that there should be more action taken to reduce risk. They still believe also that connection between the sovereign and the banks is still an issue. And they believe, most crucially, that sovereign debt should not be seen as a risk-free asset. For the Italians, that is a non-starter. This is something they've always said. It's a major red line for them. And you also need to keep into account, Nair, the timing of this is also strange. We understand this is a plan put forward by Olaf Scholz, but he belongs to the SPD side of the German coalition, a very shaky coalition, and it's unclear just how much support is Angela Merkel willing to throw to this.
Yeah, and Maria, Germany was also in focus after the European Commission warned about persistent weakness, downgrading its forecast for growth for 2020. Is Berlin taking note?
Well, Naira, the European Commission cut their growth forecast. They also said the country is probably now in a technical recession, and they mentioned that as one of the victims of the trade tension. When I asked Olaf Scholz whether he believes this is a right assessment, whether there is something fundamentally wrong at this point when it comes to the German economy, he told me, no, if you look at the fundamentals, they're still very strong, and our exports are very good. If you look at the data that came out for September, that seems to prove his point. But let's take a look and hear it from him.
As we all know, there is a slower growth in the world economy today, which is mostly the result of trade tensions and uncertainties we have in the world. But anyone knows if we get over this situation and if there is an agreement, for instance, between China and the United States on trade, we will have more growth worldwide. And this will help the European and also the German economy.
And that was Olaf Scholz speaking to Bloomberg yesterday. And the question is Germany going to put money to work in fiscal spending to prop up the economy? Well, the Germans will tell you that they do not believe they're at that stage yet. They still believe the clouds will clear as soon as there is a trade resolution.